Right now is a terrible time to fly. You may not be aware of this, but the government is actually shut down. But the reason why you didn't hear about it is because it's a partial shutdown. The Democrats, in order to deal with ICE popping people in the street, have essentially set up an ultimatum where unless there aren't some key changes made to the ICE organization, that they would not fund the Department of Homeland Security. And that's why the TSA has been directly affected. It's kind of funny, like you don't really think of like TSA workers as like federal agents, but that's exactly what they are. And it's actually one of the most high turnover federal jobs ever. Like it sucks to work there, right? But they are a very necessary part of the process. There's protecting us from terror, like, the TSA, like no disrespect TSA. But since the government's been shut down, or their specific part of the government's been shut down, they've been expected to work for free for the past 30 days. Actually, today is the 31st day. And while I don't know if every single TSA worker is going without pay, at least 50,000 of them are, right? And as you would expect, a lot of people don't want to come into work if they're not getting paid, right? Especially since they have to pay things like gas money, which is actually higher because of the actions of Donald Trump, right? And of course, a lot of these people have families, right? They got rent to pay. So, like, they don't want to quit their jobs necessarily, but they also don't want to come to work. So, a lot of them are just calling in sick. Like, I've seen reports that 10% of the TSA workers were calling in sick at once. Like, imagine if 1 in 10 people in a whole corporation just didn't show up to work one day. And the smaller workforce that's not getting paid is doing their best to manage like all the people that are coming, but a lot of people fly in America every single day. And unfortunately, they need a certain amount of TSA agents to properly screen everyone. So that's kind of just where we're at now, because it's like, okay, if people aren't coming into work and the government isn't getting unshut down, then I guess we're just going to have to shut the airport down, right? The DHS official said that it would start with smaller airports. So I guess sucks for you if you live by a small airport. But there's no way that it doesn't inevitably drip over to the bigger airports if this thing lasts for a really long time. Do I think the Democrats would let it go that far? No, they're kind of cowardly, but anything is possible. We're at a war right now. Like, who knows like how that's going to dial into all of this. And an inevitable problem that's on the horizon is that if the price of oil continues to skyrocket up, then just plane tickets are going to cost more money. So less people will fly. So maybe they will have enough TSA agents at the end of the day. So yeah, TSA is their job, but making videos is my job, and it doesn't really pay that well. So if you want to support me, then like and share with someone that you think will care, or you can also support me by streaming my music. My album Blockbuster is on all platforms right now.